Welcome back to the Surge Equestrian League. Up next, the future superstars of the show jumping scene in India, the small tour under 16 coming up.
Yes, and just 15 combinations out there in this class. We certainly are going to have some very, very good rounds going round. Our eyes are definitely going to be set up on Kapilesh, Sonica and Dhruva, who have all been very successful here in the Surge Equestrian League.
Let's get it.
Surge. Surge. I'm well aware this is not just another day. The sunlight shines and shows me the way. Surge. Surge. We can be gentle, there's no need for force. Love is the vibe with you and me and my horse. Surge. You can't explain it unless it's real. And the feeling of victory is something I feel. I know I can do this. This is my course. It's only my thoughts, me and my horse. You might feel like the world is standing still, and sometimes things can go against your will. That is the time to put your cards on the table. Just eat, sleep, ride, repeat at Surge Stable. Surge. Surge.
And we have the course slide through for the small under 16 tour, starting off with jump number 1 and the long right-handed turn coming up to jump number 2, which is the yellow and black oxer, all the way down left-hand turn to jump number 3 right at the entrance of the arena, so that should give the riders plenty to think about. Combination at 4 coming up, 4A oxer, one stride in between to the 4B element, and then the riders make a long turn all the way right by the clubhouse, a sharp turn to number 5 and a related distance from 5 to the vertical red, white and black number 6. Plenty of time from 6 to 7. This would of course be the beginning of our phase 2 competition. 7 to 8 would be another related distance. The riders would bend a little bit from the yellow and white 7 to the red and white jump number 8, traveling all the way to the far side of the arena. Number 9 coming up right next to the grandstand, a related distance from 9 to 10. That should be a very interesting line. The riders will be already at quite a fast clip through that related distance, so plenty of challenges for the horses. And finally jump number 11 to complete the small tour under 16 course. Plenty of challenges for the riders. It's a 2-phase competition, and you will certainly see the riders picking up the pace from jump number 7 all the way to 11.
Yes, and as a special 2-phase, our first phase is going to be covering a distance of 230 meters, and riders are allowed up to 40 seconds to complete that first phase. And the second phase is going to be a distance of 210 meters, so that will allow our riders just 36 seconds to complete the second phase. Of course, this special 2-phase program relies on the fact that the riders keep as many of their fences up. But if there are any penalties, it's the combination of penalties in both phases is calculated, and it is the time in the second phase which is differentiating who comes top.
And we have a total of 15 starters in this competition. 3 of the riders would be non-competitive, so 12 competitive entries in the small tour under 16. You can see the riders walking the course, figuring out where they're going to plan their approaches to the fences. And I think it's a lovely course design, gives plenty of opportunity for the riders to take more aggressive lines if they choose to. I'm sure some of the riders will be looking for a clear round and building up their confidence for the competition coming up tomorrow. And of course the phase 2, which will start from jump number 7. Which will be the yellow and white in the center of the arena. They will certainly pick up the pace, so a couple of turns, very important for the riders who are looking for some placings. It's a bending line from 7 to 8. 8 to 9 will be a very critical turn, because riders have the opportunity to not go to the end of the arena and save some distance. Of course, 9 to 10, a straight related distance, so that should be quite straightforward. And the turn from 10 to 11, another opportunity for the riders to save some distance. So it's going to test the young riders that we have in this competition. Most of them are very well accomplished. They've all done well at the Surge Equestrian League in the past, so they know how to do this event.
Yes, and many of our riders are returning to Surge, so they are very well versed with how the ground runs. And we have 3 of the riders in this class who made podium finishes in the July edition of Surge Equestrian League. So we can see many of our riders are now already in the warm-up, making their final preparations. Our first rider is due in at 9:30, and Balaji, it's 11 o'clock, and Balaji is always very good at coming in quite early and on time. So he will be one of our non-competitive rounds to start the class, and here he is joining us now. Balaji Vijayshankar on Dolce Vita. He is in head number 60 and of course competing on behalf of Surge Stables.
Yep, so 3 riders non-competitive, starting with Balaji, and all the way at the end we have Aaliya Lakdawala on Icon and Neil Kendall on Hatch. These will be the 3 riders who are non-competitive. All the other riders will be competitive riders in this small tour under 16, and looks like we are ready to get started.
Yes, so the bell has been rung by our judges, and Balaji makes his approach now, looking out for fence number 1.
This would be a great opportunity for the young riders to watch someone as experienced as Balaji go through the course. He's not going to push Dolce Vita too much, but watching his round can certainly give a lot of the younger riders an idea of how to ride the lines.
Yes, and the fences set in this class at just 1 meter, so a very big difference from the classes we have already seen earlier this morning. But so far, coming into our final fence in our first phase, we are clear for Balaji and Dolce Vita.
So a lovely way to get things started. Clear round for Balaji on Dolce Vita. And from the
So clear through fences 7 and 8. And now coming through along our long side in front of the grandstand. And now on the left bend and looking for our final fence in this round. And a lovely way to start this class for a clear there for Balaji and Dolce Vita. So we're joined now by Samarth riding Kingston. He placed 5th in last month's competition here, but joining us again representing URB and in head number 39.
He's already had a nice round this morning on Corrido in the small tour, so he's as a good judge of the conditions here today. And entering the arena now, he is the first competitive rider in this competition, Samarth Sreeharsha on Kingston.
And lovely clear there on fence number 1 and heading into the Oxa on the diagonal fence number 2. a nice wide turn and approach for fence 3, and so far looking very positive as he enters the combination here in front of the judges and clear through the combination. Final 2 fences here in our first phase.
And just to remind the spectators, phase 1, the time allowed is 40 seconds. It is not against the clock. Jump 7 to 11 will be against the clock, and the time allowed is 36 seconds.
So Samarth has decided to take the inside line there from 67, so has definitely cut out some time there, and clear so far after fence 8.
This is quite a big striding horse, so he should be fine when it comes to the time. Makes a nice line from 9 to 10, and over jump number 11, 27.81 was the time for Samarth Sreeharsha on Kingston. A great way to get things started for the competitive entries in the small tour under 16, 27.81. Let's see what the young riders coming up next are going to do about that.
And in the arena now we welcome Dhruva Potineni, and he is riding Raja in head number 48 and representing Asvah Collective. Dhruva is no stranger to us here at Surge, and he is quite a confident young rider.
Absolutely, and they've traveled the horses all the way from Hyderabad just a few days ago, so the horses have been competing regularly. They're in a good nick, so expect a good performance from Dhruva.
And a very steady approach here as Dhruva tries to settle Raja into a good stride and rhythm, and clear there on fence number 1.
Starts off confidently, got a big stride into jump number 2. Looks like he's had a run out at jump number 3. Sometimes when a horse has an issue with a jump, you can see the effect happening at the next jump. So had a run out on jump number 3 and knocks it down on the second attempt. That's his second run out off the course. So unfortunate for Dhruva, he would be eliminated from this competition on Raja. 2 refusals on the course.
Yes, and that'll be a disappointing round there for Dhruva and Raja. But welcoming us into the arena now is Vedik, and he is on T9. Again, a regular competitor here at Surge League, and he is representing Kovai Stable.
Yep, so T9, quite a good show jumper at this height, has done really well in the past.
And a little sticky there coming into fence number 1, but fence has stayed up and moving forwards more positively into fence 2, which is the oxer on the diagonal, and now looking for fence number 3. And beautifully done there, and into his combination at 4A and B. A little unsettled into the approach at 4A, but has kept those fences up. And clear through on our first phase, and now moving into our second phase, opts to take the wide line around fence 3.
Once again, the time to beat, 27.10.
Taking the big turn there to fence number 9, and now approaching the final 2 fences in this round. Clear over 10.
Yep, I think he's looking for a nice, relaxed, clear round. So doing a very nice job keeping the horse in control. Just a little unlucky at the very last fence. Didn't seem to get a good takeoff and has knocked down jump number 11. 4 jumping penalties with the time of 37.8. 6-4.
So we'll be picking up some time penalties as well. As we said, the time allowed for the second phase is 36 seconds. But we will obviously wait for the judges' final call on that round. Next in the arena is Kapilesh Klaver, head number 18 and representing Kovai.
Klaver, definitely a horse which loves the speed classes. Let's see what they can do today. We've had only one clear round. What happened there? Refused the first jump. Don't know if the horse was distracted or didn't know the jump number 1 was coming up. So, bit unfortunate to have that refusal. He's got to come back and do it again. And that's certainly going to ruin his chances of a placing. But that was very surprising. Klaver, usually quite a dependable show jumping horse. Just something over there which distracted the horse, and he's got to go through the course now. Yes. Carrying those 4 penalties and a little bit of time.
Yes, definitely would have picked up some time penalties. He did choose to take the longer approach into the representing at number 1, but has managed to keep all the other fences up so far as he comes through into fence number 5. Just getting a little deep into these fences and a little unsettled at 5, but has kept everything up. Now moving into his second phase. So carrying with him the 4 penalties from the refusal, and we will wait to see if there are any time penalties to be added.
Yeah, he's cruising along very nicely. So once again, jump number 1. What happened was a mystery, but he's got to put it behind him and ride forward to the upcoming fences. Clears 10 beautifully. So one more jump to go for Kapilesh Klaver, and sails over that. So nice round by Kapilesh Klaver. We will have the 4 jumping penalties from the first phase. Might have some time penalties from the first phase, and I think just over the time in phase 2 also. So we wait for the judges to give us the final list.
Yes, and next in the arena we welcome Sonica Sunil on Isma Boy, again representing Kovai Stables, but riding in head number 19. And a lovely positive approach there for Sonica and Isma Boy as they came in for fence number 1. And a lovely turn there for the first oxer of their course at 2.
Yeah, she's getting the horse tuned up already. Definitely going to push the horse through. Unfortunately, has jump number 3 down. So 4 penalties over there.
And Lord's Hap there on 4B, but has stayed up. Oxer at 5 is clear. A little tap there on fence number 6, and then elects to take the inside turn for fence number 7. So now into our second phase, carrying 4 penalties.
Yeah, these events are excellent for riders to practice their speed skills. They will have to do jump offs at any of the big competitions. So a great opportunity for them to go through those and get the confidence going.
So picked up another 4 penalties, but completed there in a time of 30.11 with the total of 8 jumping penalties. So next in the arena we have Srihan Reddy riding Bambino, head number 50 representing Royal Equestrian Academy. Apologies, representing Asvah Collective. So the bell has been given by the judges, and Srihan will prepare himself and Bambino to start their course.
Yeah, this is a new horse rider combination competing at the Surge Equestrian League, so let's see how quickly he can familiarize himself with the ground and the jumps. Looks like he is ready to go.
So far in this class, we only have the one clear round that was set by Samarth on Kingston. Time to beat 27.81.
And he started off well, clearing jump number 1 and jump number 2. Now the real test of the course begins with jump number 3 right by the entrance of the arena. The blue, white and yellow coming up, and the combination at 4 coming up next.
A little sticky going through the combination. Picked up a little rattle on element 4A, but so far we have stayed clear. And again, a sticky jump there over fence 5. A little hesitation just before 6. Now we've gone into our second phase, and you can see Srihan has definitely picked up the pace, approaching now fence 7.
Yeah, he's keeping it going. The horse having a few doubts here and there. Seems to be holding on. He's kept the momentum going, so the horse will certainly feel more confident, but a little bit struggling over the takeoff points. But he's kept it going. Only one more fence to go. And over that nicely, 33.68 is the time. So that should put him currently in second place at the moment. And of course the time to beat 27.81.
Yeah, so another clear round for our small tour under 16 competitive riders there. And back in the arena we have Samarth riding Night Hunt. He is in head number 53 and he is representing Royal Equestrian Academy.
Yep, so Night Hunt, retired thoroughbred from the racetrack. Certainly has the speed and the stride to get through this course in a rapid time, but to get into the placings he certainly needs to start with a clear round. Once again, the timing only of phase 2 is going to be taken into consideration. As long as the riders are within the time allowed of 40 seconds in phase 1, they will not incur any time penalties.
And coming through now into the combination in front of the judges, clear through A and B at fence number 4.
Bit of an awkward turn into 5, but keeps the poles up and looks like he's going to be going against the clock. The inside turn. Plenty of left and right going on, but keeping the horse going. We got a little close to the red and white jump, and unfortunately he is taken down. Jump number 9. So 4 penalties for Samarth on Night Hunt. He's going for a good time. He will get a decent time, but those 4 penalties are going to hurt him a bit. 33.20 is the time. 4 jumping penalties.
Yeah, so that looks like that will put him into third place. But again, we always do wait for the judges to give their final results. But yeah, unfortunate 4 penalties there on fence number 9 for Samarth and Night Hunt. Next in the arena, we should soon be joined by Shaan Bharwani, and he will be riding Klaver. So Klaver has already been around this morning, unfortunately had a refusal on the first fence, but let's see how Shaan will tackle that first fence with Klaver. Obviously coming in representing Kovai stable, and the bell has been given. And clear there on our first fence. And Klaver does look a little more settled in this round. Coming through now into the combination of fence 4A and B.
Yeah, nicely done. Even in his first round, he looked very comfortable. He was just a little unlucky at the very first fence. Went through the rest of the course beautifully. So, continuing with that form, we have Klaver sailing through.
And clear in the second phase on fences 7 and 8. Turn towards fence 9. And the straight there in front of the grandstand. Early takeoff there at 10, but has stayed cleared, and now looking for the final fence.
Yeah, and lovely clear round for Shaan, Anil, Bharwani on Klaver. A little bit slower than the time to beat, but that should certainly put him somewhere in the top. I'm told currently in second place. So the leader is Samarth Sreeharsha on Kingston. The super fast clear round of 27.810. And the rider who just went through, Shaan, Anil, Bharwani on Klaver, 32.170 in second place. So these are the only two riders who have had clear rounds, and the rider with 4 penalties, Samarth Sudhir on Night Hunt, is currently in third place.
And in the arena now we are joined by Ishanvi, and she is riding Zara representing Kovai Stables. Zara was with us in the July edition and she placed second, and she's quite a regular and positive jumper, so we do like to see her go around quite consistent in her achievements here.
Absolutely, and I think Zara went through the small tour with Prithvi Krishna a few hours ago, so the horse is well warmed up. He's been through a similar course, not the same one, looking pretty confident.
And completing their first phase there with no penalties. Heading through into the second phase, when I'm sure Ishanvi and Zara will start to step up the pace to see if they can beat 27.81, which has remained the time to beat since the beginning of this class.
She's taking some of the longer turns, so that will certainly slow her down a bit. And a drop at jump number 9 unfortunately got too close to jump number 9, and Zara knocks down the poles with the front legs. One more jump to go. Yep, she's going to complete it with 4 jumping penalties. 38.94 was the time. So that should put her currently in 6th place. We have the third place rider with 4 penalties was Samarth Sudhir, 33.20, and Ishanvi 38.940.
And the bell has gone for our next rider in the arena. This is Thivyesh riding Luca, head number 20, and also joining us from Kovai Stable. A lovely clearance there over fence number 2. And heading forward to our fence 3, which has caused a couple of issues for some of our riders this morning, but he has dealt with that very nicely, and the combination looking very strong as well. So coming now through into our final 2 fences in first phase.
Absolutely, they have a beautiful rhythm approaching the jump, so you can see he's getting his takeoff point spot on. So horse and rider working really well together. They're clear over the first phase. And Luca, of course, went through the small tour some time ago with Adav Kandasamy and was in the placings. So certainly a horse which is carrying a lot of form. Very unlucky. Jump number 10 went down. That was the slightest of taps. So he's picked up 4 penalties for that. And 28.86, that was a stunning time by Thivyesh Luca. Unfortunately, the drop at jump number 9 is going to hurt them in the standings. But nonetheless, a good effort by this young horse and rider. I'm sure you'll see them fight it out tomorrow on day 2.
Yes, and he's only the second rider so far in this class to go under the 30-second mark. So that should put him in a good standing there. Next in the arena, we welcome back Samarth Sreeharsha. This time he is going to be joining us on Asvah in head number 40, representing URB.
So he is the current leader on Kingston, set a time of 27.810.
And beautifully cleared there over fence number 2, which is the big yellow and black oxer on the diagonal. A little sticky and close into fence number 3, but unfortunately knocking down element of 4B.
Yep, so he's got 4 penalties for that drop. Just another 1 fence to go. Oh, looks like he's had a run out at jump number 6. He's had a run out at jump number 6, so needs to make a circle and come back. Was a related distance though between 5 and 6, but Asvah is something about that jump which is troubling Asvah, and he says no for the second time. So unfortunately this horse rider partnership would be eliminated from the competition.
I'm sure Samarth has just requested from the judges to allow him 1 fence before he exits. So he will select a fence to do, and he has opted for fence number 1. And that just ensures that the horse has finished in the main arena on a positive note. Final competitive rider now joining us is Riya Saravanan, and she is riding Pilgrim in head number 65 and representing CEC.
She had a very nice round in the small tour, was a little unlucky to have 1 fence down. Let's see if she can go clear in the small tour under 16.
And a very early takeoff there for Pilgrim, but not a problem at all. And having already gone around earlier in the small tour, these fences may seem a little easier for him, but of course each round is independent, and nicely done through numbers 4, A and B.
Got a perfect stride through the combination, so she's going along nicely. 2 more jumps to complete the first phase, and she will pick up the pace now because she's in phase 2. And we'll be looking for a faster time. Well, she definitely picked up the pace, and a big takeoff for jump number 8 coming up. And the turn from 8 to 9 is going to be the most critical.
Tap there on fence number 9, but has stayed up, and now looking over her left shoulder for the final fence.
There's just jump number 11 coming up.
And unfortunately she has mistakenly jumped fence number 3, and will be an unfortunate elimination, I believe.
Yep, riders will have to do the entire course according to the order placed. So you will see the jump numbers placed on the side of each fence, and of course the flags. For anyone who may not know, the rider has to keep the red flag to their right hand side and the white flag to their left hand side. That is the direction which the jump needs to be taken. You cannot take a jump in the opposite direction, obviously. And just a slight mistake, she's missed jump number 11, so unfortunately they are eliminated from the competition. And we have non-competitive rider Aaliya Lakdawala coming up next on Icon, representing the Ride to Live Academy. So great to see so many clubs Participating in this event from the home team Surd Stable, we have URB, we have Asvah Collective, Kovai Stables, the Royal Equestrian Academy, URB once again, and Chennai Equitation Center, and Ride to Live.
And clear through the combination at 4A and B, and completing the first phase there for Aaliya and Icon.
Sailing through the fences nicely, getting good takeoff points, and the horse really moving forward. Unfortunately, just knocks down jump number 9 with the front legs. A slight tap, so 4 penalties and only 1 more fence to go. And she has completed the round. Aaliya Lakdawala on Icon. Non-competitive entry. She does it with 4 jumping penalties in a time of 30.75.
Yes, and our final competitor this morning in our small U16 tour, we will be welcoming Neil Kendall, and he is riding Hatch de Faubourg, head number 71, and representing Surge Stables. Neil just ready his hatch for the commencement of his round. The judges have given the bell.
So this is a non-competitive entry. Neil will be going through the round more as an educational round for his horse Hatch. Good opportunity for building some confidence. See a little change of equipment also happening. We're just testing out what would be the best approach for Hatch in the future competitions. Looks like he has a hackamore on.
Yes, so this is a bitless bridle. And Hatch looks very settled there as he approaches into fence number 7. Neil did elect to take the outside line.
Yeah, but he is going clear. Of course, it's a non-competitive entry, but always nice to have a clear round. He's well on his way, just a couple of more fences to go. And approaching the last fence, jump number 11, the blue and white.
And completing there in a time of 38.81.
So it looks like we are done with our 15 entries in this competition. We will be waiting for the judges to give us the official results.
So while we do wait for the judges to come through with their official results, you can see our ground team out on course now to move fences around and get the next course set up for our novice tour, which should be starting at approximately 12:15. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our results for our small U16 tour day 1. In 6th place we had Vedik riding T9.
In 5th place, Srihan Reddy riding Bambino.
4th place went to Samarth riding Night Hunt.
In 3rd place, Thivyesh Luca.
2nd place went to Shaan riding Klaver.
And the winner, Samarth Sreeharsha, having a brilliant round at the beginning of the event on Kingston.
So very good round of applause for all of our competitors in the small U16 tour. Of course, do join us as we catch up on all the highlights.